Good day to you, everyone. Today, I will be discussing the anatomy of the digestive system. First, let us define the digestive system. The digestive system is a continuous tube that begins at the mouth and ends at the anus. It measures about 30 feet long in the average adult, and it is known as the alimentary canal or the gastrointestinal tract. The digestive system has three functions. First is to digest food and turn it into nutrients. Second is to absorb nutrients into the bloodstream. And lastly is to eliminate solid wastes. Now let's go to the parts of the digestive system. First are the salivary glands in the mouth. There are three pairs of glands open into the oral cavity, producing saliva: the parotid, sublingual, and the submandibular gland. The sensory organs such as the nose and eyes send a message to the brain. Then, the brain sends the message to the salivary glands and secrete the chemicals to begin the digestive process. Second is the tongue, which is a muscle covered with a mucous membrane. It has a rear portion called the root, the tip, and the central body. It is covered with taste buds and raised elevations called papilla. Next, we have the teeth in the mouth. It is used for mastication. It is where food is broken apart by the teeth and mixed with saliva to form a bolus, making it ready for swallowing. Third, we have the esophagus. Food is moved down the esophagus toward the stomach by wave-like muscular contractions called peristalsis. In it and at the opening of the stomach is the lower esophageal sphincter, which is a muscle valve that permits the passage of food. Next, we have the stomach, a muscular expandable organ. The upper portion is called the fundus, and the lower portion is called antrum. Hydrochloric acid and other gastric juices convert the food to a semi-liquid state called chyme. Now we have the small intestine, which is a long tube-like organ that connects the stomach and the large intestine. It measures about 20 feet long and folds many times to fit inside the abdomen. It helps to further digest food coming from the stomach. Now we have the liver. Its primary contribution to digestion is the production of bile or gall, which drains into the duodenum, and some are stored in the gallbladder. It travels through the hepatic ducts, which merge together. Bile helps digest fats. The liver also stores iron and fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K. Now, the gallbladder. Bile is stored in the gallbladder and becomes more concentrated, increasing its potency and intensifying its effect. When chyme containing fat leaves the stomach, the gallbladder contracts and discharges bile through the cystic duct and common bile duct and into the duodenum of the small intestine. Now we have the pancreas, which secretes pancreatic juice into the duodenum via the pancreatic duct, which merges with the common bile duct. This pancreatic juice contains digestive enzymes and bicarbonate ions. Its role is so vital to digestion that a person would starve without it even if they were consuming an adequate amount of food. Now we have the large intestine, where its function is to absorb the remaining water and nutrients from indigestible food matter store unusable food matter, and eliminate the waste from the body. The large intestine is only about 4 to 5 feet in length and 2.5 inches in diameter. Now, lastly, we have the rectum and anus. The rectum is where feces are stored until they leave the digestive system through the anus as a form of bowel movement. Now, as the rectal walls expand with waste material, receptors from the nervous system stimulate the desire to defecate. For defecation or egestion, we consciously relax the external anal sphincter muscle to expel the waste through the anus. So that is all for the anatomy of the digestive system, and thank you for listening.